Hello, my name is Lorrie. Welcome to my channel. We are quilters. It is Miscellaneous Monday, and today I am going to start embroidering these 18-inch quilt squares. Now you can see when I zoom in what they think it should look like. And according to, I bought this at the Quilt Camp yard sale, and it says that there should be four skeins of bright red and 4 skeins of leaf green, and those are the only 2 colors you need, and those 4 skeins should make 6 whole blocks. But I am not interested in making them all look exactly like that, and I think that needs more detail because it's an 18-inch block and there's a lot of open space. So let me show you some blocks that I found that are not the same pattern, but it's a rose block. And let me show you what they did. They recommend just using a back stitch for all of the whole pattern. I don't think that is how I am going to work it. So let me flip open this block and share it with you. And of course, you know where it came from, a yard sale. It has a fold here, and I believe it is for a throw pillow. But it is a beautiful piece. Someone did a lot of handwork on this piece. And it has several stitches. This has other flowers also, but they made the stems in brown with a stem stitch, and the leaves are all green, and so is the bottom of the flower. They filled in the rose buds. Now, the one that we are doing, that will not be an opportunity that's available. But these almost look like buttonhole stitch in some places. So I'm going to give that a try and see if it works and add some extra stitches. And I think on the stem, well, let's take a look at the one we're going to be working on. So I went into my scraps. This is what came with it, just plain red and plain green. Those look very nice together. And there is the block. It says that if you get this wet, the blue lines will be removed, that they come out with any wet at all. So I think that the leaves and stems would look great with a combination of, especially here on the end, maybe tan on the end, and a combination of greens on the stems and the leaves. I think that would look good. And then for the roses themselves, I think where these lines, there's space between these lines, instead of making them 2 solid lines, that it would look good with buttonhole stitch and then a stem stitch to make it look more dimensional and have some more color. And I have chosen yellows and peachy pinks, dark, and some that's even a little more orangey, just out of the scrap bin. So I think that will work very nicely. I also, if you've been watching me for any length of time, you know that I don't always use a hoop. But for this, I am going to use a hoop because this fabric is not the thickest. I mean, you can see my fingers through it a little bit. It's not the thickest fabric on the planet. It was the pre-printed kit. So I think I will use a hoop for this one. So I dug around in the bags of full floss and I pulled out a couple more colors. Life needs variety. So now I think I am ready to get started. So let me get this hooped and started for you. Now it's funny how we all have our preferences. Dan prefers a wooden hoop, and I prefer a plastic hoop. And this one is even a little bigger than I would normally care for. But this is a big piece of fabric, and I don't want to have to re-hoop all the time. So I think this will be perfect. And I want it fairly tight, so I don't want to have to worry about puckering the fabric. I think I'm going to start with the leaves, because I have some special treatment that I want to do for the leaves. What colors would I like the leaves to be? And I don't think they need to be the same on the inside as on the outside. So I think, and I know that this blue line is going to wash away. So I liked how on this they used the brown right up through the middle, and then they did stitches. So I think I am going to add a brown stem, and they used 3 strands on, according to the little bit of the instructions in the pattern. It says somewhere on here, right down here at the bottom. No, that's not it. Maybe it's here. There are not a lot of, oh, there it is. Floss requirements for 1 package based on 3 strands or less. So, amazingly enough. So they were going to use 3 strands. Let me grab a needle, my needle book, and my scissors. And it always takes me a few moments to get back into the swing of stitching. I want something with a fairly large eye. Oh, that seems so big. Seems so big. Let's go with that one. I don't want to leave a huge hole as I'm doing my stitching. Put the greens over here. And these are just scraps from kits that Dan has used in the past. So I know that it will change to a different color brown as we go, that not all 6 blocks will have this color brown for the stems of the leaves, but they aren't going to be right against each other anyway. Dan is out there cooking, getting things ready for dinner. And we have 1 stem. Let's work on finishing this leaf. To finish the leaf, I am going to do a feather stitch on both sides of that brown stem. To do a feather stitch, if you remember, feather stitch looks like this. To do a feather stitch, you start at one spot, then, oh, there's all this extra fabric. Then you come down sort of like a Y and catch your thread. And then you do the opposite. Come the other way. This is actually more difficult with a hoop, I do believe. Come the other way and catch the loop. And you go back and forth. I think this will make, and remember, these blue lines will wash away and not be part of the design. Let me put this on speed and put it on and finish the other side for you. I think I'm going to just do the leaf, and I'm going to stop at the leaf this week. Just a quick review of the stitches that I used. I used their version of a back stitch, which is very similar to a stem stitch, but not quite exactly the same. And I used a feather stitch here in the center to finish out the veins of the leaves. I hope you've enjoyed this quick episode, and please keep in mind that when you buy a kit like this, this all washes out. So this will look much different once it is washed and all finished. Maybe next week I'll work on a flower to show you what I have in mind. And I'll try to get this done this week to the best of my ability. I hope you've enjoyed. Have a great rest of your week. Bye. Thank you for watching.